folks, Braap Tastic here with you. That right there was about as close as I get to doing a wheelie. I am not a stunting kind of guy at all. To be honest with you, trying to do wheelies and stunts and so on, stoppies or whatever, scares the crap out of me. I always figure I'm going to loop the bike or I'm going to skid out or in some way, shape, or form, I'm going to wreck and do some sort of serious damage to myself. So I just don't do it. I don't have the skill and I don't have the balls to do it. I have a certain admiration, I guess, for the riders out there who have the skill and the know-how and the wherewithal to do the stunting type riding. I think the guys that do stunts and wheelies and everything else on the road are dangerous and reckless, but yeah, different strokes for different folks. Everybody's got their own idea of what they want to do. I personally think it's given the rest of us a bad name. Shines more heat on us than we need. The majority of us are all relatively law-abiding citizens, and we get tarred with the same brush as all the hooligans. Yeah. But, you know, it is what it is. You're never going to change it. There's always going to be somebody who wants to go faster or do something bigger or badder than the next guy. So I don't know. I tried practicing wheelies off and on, and I just don't get it. Getting the wheels off the ground, unless you're on a dirt trail or something like that and you're jumping over a log or whatever. I don't really want to be airborne. I have no control when I'm in the air. I have minimal control when I'm on two wheels, never mind on one. But again, that's just my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I like watching the stunt shows and I like watching the guys that are really good at it. It's an amazing thing to watch. I just have no desire to do it. Certainly not on a public street. A good way to wind up in deep shit or in the hospital. So now I have a question for you guys who do stunt. How do you justify it? How do you justify the risk to yourself and to other members of the public? How do you justify the physical danger? How do you justify the potential danger to your bike and having to do all sorts of repairs if you loop out or so on and so forth? I'm kind of an old guy. I got a family, I got a mortgage, I got bills, etc., etc. So I have responsibilities that I just can't take that kind of risk. I know a lot of the guys out there are in similar situations and they choose to take the risk anyway. I'm kind of curious as to what justification you guys use for doing those sorts of dangerous activities when we're already doing a dangerous activity like riding a motorcycle. You know, statistically, we're more likely to be more injured in an accident, more likely to be killed in an accident. How do you justify taking extra risks? especially some of the guys that ride with little or no gear and do all sorts of crazy stunts on the middle of the interstate. Getting a little noise out of the exhaust is about as exciting as I get. And a couple aggressive downshifts here and there. Maybe riding a little faster than I should on occasion. But yeah, I'm no saint, that's for sure. So yeah, that's my question to you guys. Those of you that do stunt riding in public, how do you justify it? What's your reasoning for thinking that it's okay? So I'm sure this will stir up a bit of a hornet's nest if anybody actually sees it. So leave a comment, or hell, record a video response. Why not? Let me know what you guys think. Are you a relatively law-abiding, relatively safe rider, or are you a hooligan stunter? Yeehaw! All right, folks, that's all I got for today. We will talk to you again soon. Braap, Tastic out.